People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, could be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. I've come to talk to you about COPPA, a new FTC law. Well, not so new. It's a revision of the law that's going to affect, well, basically everybody on YouTube. You have to mark your content for kids or not for kids, which is rather generic. And if you mark your content not for kids, then you have to worry about whether or not it's appealing to kids. Because apparently for kids, meaning your content's directly aimed at kids, cartoons, crafts, so forth, so on, or not for kids, adult content. And I make soaps from scratch using lye and oils, colorants. That is not for kids. You don't want kids to play with lye. But the soap creations I make might be considered appealing to kids, so then they'll want to find you $42,000 because your content is appealing to kids. That's ridiculous. They need to revise the law. I mean, if you're going to have the law out there, that's fine. Okay, I get it. But, because I'm a grandma, I'm a mom and a grandma, so I understand trying to keep children safe. But you can't say, oh, it can't be appealing. I mean, hello, look at my room. I like the color pink and purple. My content is not directed at kids, but somebody's going to say, hey, pink and purple room, that's appealing. You know, cartoons are appealing. Grown-ups consume more cartoons than children ever did, or video games, for one simple reason: we can afford them. I play video games. I play Clash of Kings, Clash of Queens, Even. Before that, it was Sword of a Million, Sonic, all the games on Sega, including the Cool Spot, because I had 2 Sega units and I bought them with my own money because I'm a grown-up. Now, somebody comes by and goes, oh, you got Sega? That's appealing to kids. You see how that could be a gray area? And then, when I was uploading the soap video from yesterday, it printed a copy of the law right across the screen. Click for kids, not for kids. But there's no option to do so. That's nothing I have a problem with. So I tried to look it up. I looked on the web interface for my channel. It said, go to your app. Because everybody that makes YouTube videos have a studio app, so that way they can edit their videos and all that. But you're supposed to go to your apps. Click video. Click audience. Click for kids, not for kids. One problem. I could click video all day long. I could click all videos. But there's no button for audience. There's no button for not for kids or for kids. So they're going to fine you on this law if you're not compliant, but there's no way to comply. Really? That's another thing that needs to be fixed. I mean, if nothing else, hello, YouTube, give us an update on the app so we can comply with the law. In the meantime, FTC, please look at the wording of the law so that way people that want to comply can comply. People that must comply can comply to mark their videos for kids or not for kids. The appealing for kids, that part needs to be seriously revised because everything is appealing. If you go by the colors, the backgrounds, the content. If you're making crafts, I mean, I'm a knitter, I make soaps, I'm a quilter, all those things. I mean, the blanket I'm sitting under is brightly colored as well. I like bright colors and patterns. I like pink and purple. I'm a grown up of 55 years old. Yeah, I just told my age. But the point is, things that grown-ups find appealing are also some of the things that kids might find appealing. There's no accounting for taste. I was an oddball child. When I was younger, I was a library rat. I learned how to knit when I was 12 years old because I was in the library looking up, a book or whatever, because that's what I did after school. And on my way home from school was the library. So I would drop by the library. I seen a book called I Can't Believe I'm Knitting. What's knitting? Hey, let me try this. And I took the book home. I used 2 pencils and some string and knitted my first stitch. Then I managed to get some yarn and some knit needles, and I've been knitting for over 30 years. I started at the age of 12. So who's to say what's appealing and what's not appealing to a child of 12 or a child of 9, a child of 30, because some of us are young at heart. You see what I'm saying? You have to change the law to comply with reality. The reality is some kids are advanced for their age, even at the age of 9 or 10. And some kids might be not so advanced, even at the age of 21. So if you're going to have a law that says appealing for kids, that part needs to be taken out. It's either for kids, not for kids, but you can't say, oh, but it can't be appealing for kids, the background colors, so forth. So, I mean, hello, I got on pink lipstick, nail polish, and 3 of my nails, they popped off. And then 4 of the nails, bright pink, and then one of them popped off. What if somebody decided that was appealing? You see what I'm saying? That's too vague. Be very, very specific. I mean, how are we going to comply with a law if we can't understand what you're trying to say in the law because you're not very specific in the wording of the law? So that's all I had to say about that, because I'm not trying to be fined $42,000. I don't even have $42 in my bank account to spare, let alone thousands of dollars. That's more than I get in an entire year because I'm on SSI. I'm disabled. If you're going to put a law out there, at least make it to the point where people can comply, especially since we have the mind to comply. It's not like we're trying to avoid the issue or the subject or whatever. But here's an app that says you have to do it this way, and you can't. There's no button to click. There's no way to do it. Now, maybe because my channel is so small, there is no option, but hello, it said everyone must comply. That means every content creator, everyone on YouTube, and then there's no option to comply. How is that fair? So please fix this situation. This has been Lakea Peoples, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube. People are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. And that might be appealing. See how that can be misconstrued and very confusing? But in the meantime, please do something about this situation. I got no problem with COPPA, but in order to comply, I need the buttons. I need to be able to click. For kids, not for kids. etc., etc., etc. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now.